Now we're going to take a look at generating a random number in Excel. There are two functions in Excel which allow us to generate a random number, which we'll use later on to create random samples from a data set. Both random functions, the RAND function and the Randbetween function, choose a random number using a uniform distribution. Recall that selecting a random number from a uniform distribution would mean that all of the numbers between the lower bound and the upper bound will have an equal chance of being selected. The difference between the RAND function and the Randbetween function is twofold. First, the RAND function will choose a number from 0 to 1, but will give you a number that is a decimal place. The Randbetween function has a lower bound and an upper bound that you can decide, so a lower bound, say, of 0, upper bound of 10, but also it will only choose a whole number. It will not give you a decimal number. Now, as you can see here on the screen, we have the RAND function that's already selected the value of 0.517. Now, we can multiply that number by 10, and we'll get a number that would actually be from 0 to 10, but again, it will have the decimal places. Further, we could multiply another random number by 100 and get a number that will go from 0 through 100. As you can see here, this number is less than 1, but if we choose another random number, it would be another number between 0 and 100. And in this case, we have the random number being between 0 and 1,000. Both the RAND function and the Randbetween functions are volatile functions, which means that every time we make a change to the spreadsheet, let's say we just type something in one of the other cells, you'll see every number has changed. One of the things that we can do to prevent this from happening if we choose to just have a random number once is we can go to the formula section up at the top, go into the ribbon, and you'll see calculation options. If we select calculation options, we can actually choose manual, and this will prevent any future changes, and the function will not choose a new random number, as you can see here. Down below, we have our Randbetween function, where we chose the number between 0 and 1 as the two parameters. And here we can see that the value is 1. If we choose rand between 0 and 10, it will generate a random number, a whole random number, between 0 and 10, which it has done here with the number 6. In the third case, 0 through 100 for random between, and it'll give us a number 95. And finally, our fourth option is the rand between 0 to 1000, and it has generated a number of 160. Alternatively, one of the things that you can do, should you choose not change the calculation options, we can actually copy these values. So let's put our calculation option back to automatic, and again you see that the numbers have changed. But now what we do is we say we actually want these values as they are. You can highlight the values, we can copy them, then we can come over to another area of the spreadsheet, and what we can do is we can go to our menu at the top and click Paste Special. When we do Paste Special, we have a number of options. If we choose the values, it will only take those values and paste them in the location desired.